now that you have all had time to soak in the India victory, this is something that we've been waiting to tell you, that sport is such a great leveler. Take the case of Haris Rauf. Haris Rauf just the other night bowled well, could have celebrated differently, all of a sudden decided to do something which was not expected of any player. And that's what it is all about. When you try and be cheeky, when you try and be disrespectful, when you try and behave in a manner which is not fitting of a sports person, it comes and bites you. And what was your bowling stats the other night, yesterday night? 3.5 overs, 50 runs and no wickets. And that's what Haris Rauf had to pay. Every time he was given the ball, every time India went for it, every time he was taken to the cleaners. That's the problem. When you take the sport for granted, you take the sporting field for granted, when you do such things, when you mislead your fans as a role model, you make your gullible fans sort of do things which are unfortunate, which are wrong. This is how it all comes back to bite you. And what did Jasprit Bumrah do? Jasprit Bumrah rubbed it in a manner that everybody will remember for the longest time. Now, Haris Rauf will have to live with it, because India-Pakistan is not going to play before February. So Haris Rauf, only in the T20 World Cup will they play. And by the way, that will be one game, because I am not seeing Pakistan qualify for either the semi-final or the final. I am not. India-Pakistan will be one match, group match in Colombo possibly, and India will again beat Pakistan in that. So the point that I am trying to make for Haris Rauf is, now where does he go? Where does Rauf go? He has no place to hide. I have always said this, you should chew only that much which you can actually digest. Haris Rauf, Sahibzada Farhan, all of these fellows decided to jump the gun and do things that was not warranted. And the biggest culprit of all has to be Mohsin Naqvi. The 4 mistakes of Mr. Naqvi. 1, obviously the last one was the worst, when he said, go ahead and do whatever you want and I will handle it. Now this will come back to bite him. What did he handle? The Indians put it past Pakistan again and made it 8-0. What did he handle? The presentation got delayed. What did he handle? Jasprit Bumrah put in that celebration. What did he handle? Pakistan, Fahim Ashraf was lying on the ground doing his theatrics. They tried everything. What did he handle? He put 2 tweets out, including when he was at the UNGA in New York. So clearly his mind was here, Mohsin Naqvi, and he tried it out. Unfortunately, nothing worked for Mr. Naqvi. And that's when it comes to bite you. From Mohsin Naqvi to Haris Rauf, the story is the same. That you guys, each one of you, Surya dedicated it to the victims of Pahalgam. He said the bravery of your armed forces, and these fellows, they were taunting, mocking, trying to make fun, who are you making fun of? The army? Your army, Indian army, who are you making fun of? These people are fighting for countries. You're making fun of the Indian army. Look what has happened to you now. It comes back. It comes back in the real bad manner. And unfortunately for Haris Rauf, I don't think he will be able to forget this one. He will not be able to forget this one. And now the Indian Prime Minister has gotten into the act. And once the Indian Prime Minister gets into the act, you will know that the ante will be up. Every Indian politician will get into it now. Every sports person will get into it now. And why was this happening? Because Naqvi did it. Because the Pakistan Interior Affairs Minister upped the ante. Narendra Modi waited for his turn. He knew India had to win before he would put out the tweet. And once India won, 8-0, nailed it in, Navratri time, the Indian Prime Minister stepped in and he said, Operation Sindoor, on and off the field, India has won. Where does Pakistan hide? Where does Pakistan cricket go from here? I think it's finished. I think Pakistan cricket will be on a downward slide from here on. I think Haris Rauf and a couple of the cricketers will have to pay for this. I think Mohsin Naqvi will show vendetta now. He will actually fix them because he will have to scapegoat some people to keep his position intact in his own country. He will go and say, oh, you know what? I did everything for my players and they let me down. I think Salman Ali Aga has lost his captaincy. As a batter and as a captain, he was a disaster. I think Haris Rauf has kind of played his last match for Pakistan. This Pakistan team, I bet my bottom dollar, will be fundamentally transformed when they come for that T20 World Cup to Colombo to play India. But even then, I've got to say this, unless something drastic happens in Pakistan cricket, it will become 9-0. This Indian side is much too good. India played 50% of their cricket and yet they beat Pakistan. Yet they trounced Pakistan from 20 for 3, from 114 for 1, 146 all out, and then India 20 for 3. Haris Rauf, 50 runs in 4 overs. Mr. Rauf, if you are listening, for once, for God's sake, do not behave irresponsibly, provocatively, and incite your fans. They deserve better. Your country deserves better, because now this burden, Mr. Rauf, will be so hard for you to carry all your life that up is burden ke niche dab jaoge. And that is the problem now. I don't think as a sports person you will be able to come of it. For Indians, the party has just begun. The Navratri celebrations will be on. We will all celebrate Durga Puja in style. To everyone, thank you very much for watching and congratulations, India.